Been riding for a little bit. Now I'm just chilling by the creek, having some raspberries here. Just figuring out where to go. I didn't really leave with that much of a plan this morning. I just figured I'd kind of ride until I saw where I wanted to go. So yeah, I got the bike pulled over there. I was thinking that mountain over there, but there's a trail up, but that trail, you can, oh no, you probably can't see. Here, let's see. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see the trail. It looks like it's on the snowy side of the mountain. So we'd probably end up having to hike most of it, which I don't mind doing, but this way, you can't see it anymore, but this way in the distance there's looks like a really tall peak. It looks fairly steep the whole way up, so it's steep enough that there's pretty much no snow on it. I think it's actually pretty much clear. So I'm gonna see if I can find a way to get over there. I'm actually not sure how to get there, and yeah, just chill here for a little bit longer and get riding again. Oh, and after looking around a bit, found this old road over here, so I followed it for a while. It looks like an old mining trail, and there's actually a trail up here, like a parking lot and everything. So yeah, it's kind of neat. I'm not really sure where it goes, but since I didn't come here with a plan and just kind of figured I'd just end up where I ended up, it's as good as any. It's pretty warm out. The bike's pretty warm on the way up. Pretty good climb. But, you can tell it's warm out because it says it's 45 degrees. I know for a fact it's not that warm. I'd say probably maybe 30, but it's just because the temperature probe is in there. So it's the engine's so warm, it's just picking up the engine's temperature as soon as I parked it. So anyway, we'll follow that trail, I guess, and see. This is looking like a pretty nice trail. So far, I could have just ridden my bike down it, but by bike I mean motorcycle. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. So how the heck, we'll walk out this way. There was only one other group here today, and I chatted with him briefly. Looked like they had fun. Apparently this, he says there's going to be a lot of snow high up, which, I mean, I'd be more surprised if it wasn't, so that part makes sense. But he says that you can get to, there was a peak I was looking at on the map, and I was kind of wondering if this connects to it, because I don't actually have the trail maps for this area saved. So apparently there's no trail, but if I don't mind a lot of snow, I should be able to get to it. So we'll see. Unfortunately, we're going downhill, which means we're going to have to go back up this on the way back. But oh well, it's a nice trail. Yeah, pretty incredible trail. Can't believe I didn't know about it until now. This is crazy. Yeah, it looks like we're just getting around the bend here. Should start seeing peaks soon. We're already pretty reasonably high up. And yeah, I think those people that came through, I didn't pay any attention to it at the time, but one of them was carrying a chainsaw. And yeah, it looks like they lugged the chainsaw all the way up here and completely cleared the trail. So you can see lots of fresh trees that have been cut, and yeah, so that's awesome. Whoever they are, that's yeah, nice. Anyway, also looks like there are huckleberries everywhere here, so this is it's definitely going to be one to come back to in the summer, and well, later summer. Alright, well, I don't think they hiked quite all the way because all the trees are intact now, but that's okay. They did one heck of a job up until here. Finally starting to hit some snow. It's almost too bright for my camera. It is really warm out today. See if I can adjust that. There we go. Anyway, yeah, so we're starting to hit some snow. I think that's the peak up there that we're going to, but I don't actually know. I'm just kind of hiking, and when I get to where the trail ends, I'll take a gander and see which direction I feel like going. That's the plan. Well, for now we're starting to get a pretty good, decent elevation here. Not bad. Still not that much snow, kind of surprisingly. Like I see scatterings of snow, but not much. This kind of looks like where people stop for lunch, I would guess. Nice little rock outcropping. Anyway, we already started fairly late in the day, and I do actually want to make a peek before I have to turn back, so we're not going to do that. We turn the corner, we're in another valley now. Little snow patches, not a big deal. But yeah, this is epic. There's not much in here. Looks like there's a pretty good creek down there. Also, curiously, there's a trail over there. It looks old. Definitely isn't used anymore. And also looks like it stays snowed in way longer. Yeah, it looks like it goes straight up to that waterfall and keeps going up, so I wonder where it actually goes. Almost looks like it used to be a route up maybe that mountain over there. Anyway, pretty neat. We're gonna keep on going this way. So I do still totally want to make a peek. You know, whether that happens or not, we'll see. It is already getting a little late in the afternoon. I don't mind coming back in the dark, but rather not do any crazy stuff in the dark. But anyway, even if we don't make it though, this is just incredible. Like this valley here there's nothing here, just creeks, snow. Yeah, it's amazing. We have hit some pretty good patches of snow now that we've kind of had to trudge through. That's a little less ideal, but kind of to be expected. Hoping to avoid any big patches like that because, well, you know, less fun. But for now though, this is awesome. So we are, yeah, it looks like we're heading up to some sort of shelf there. I think there's lakes if I remember right, so we're probably heading towards the lakes. Getting a little difficult to follow the trail though. Yeah, all this snow, it's not entirely certain where we're going, so I'm hoping it'll clear up, but that's not usually how going up in elevation works. So this, well, at least on the way back I can just follow my footprints. Anyway, I assume we're heading for that ridge and then heading to the left. Well, this is still pretty epic. The valley is finally kind of coming up to meet us a little bit. Little annoying trying to slog through the snow. And, oh hey, there's a trail again. Cool. Keep losing it, but keep finding it. Anyway, so yeah, I think we're going to stay in the snow for a while longer. Maybe that's our peak up there, maybe it's not. But we're going to keep going this way, and I'm sure whatever we find is going to... I'm not sure where the trail is at this point. It's, yeah, it's somewhere for sure. Anyway, how incredible is this? We just came over the, not really a ridge, just crest of the hill, I guess would be the way to put it. Or something. Anyway, so looks like we have a peak there, another one there, third one there. That one looks kind of difficult. Lots of them actually, so yeah, I don't know which way to go. None of these look easy, but they look doable. That one for sure. So I'm gonna meander a little farther down here and figure out which mountain to go up. Well, we're still trudging along here, trying not to fall too often. Also trying not to sink into the snow too often, so I'm kind of looking for sections that look fairly deep, because, that sucks. Anyway, just realized which mountain that is, though. So that's cool, because I don't have to climb that one now, because I've already done that. I didn't realize it was, because coming at a totally different angle here. So that means that when I climbed that, it was pretty stormy, and I was looking this way. That's actually the mountain I was looking at, which makes sense. So that means there should be a lake up there. Anyway, that was a couple years back. More snow than I was expecting, kind of, which is sort of, you know, bad on my part. I mean, not really surprising. It is only, you know, pretty early in the year, so this is kind of to be expected, but it's nice and solid, at least for the most part. Not too bad. It's getting late, but not late yet. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna try to get up that one there. Looks pretty steep and snowy at the end. So when I get close, I might go up a different one if it looks too sketchy. I'm pretty good. Just chilling here. Found a nice rock without snow on it. Yeah, looks like a long way to go. I think we might just head up to that one. I don't think it's much lower. I think it'll be a lot easier. We'll see. Well, it might be easier. I don't know. It looks pretty steep at the top. It looks kind of like a cliff there. Yeah, we'll see. Gonna chill here for a few more minutes and then keep. Well, I'm still trudging my way along here, and it's a big hole. And I wonder why it's so hollow down there. Here, let's see. Yeah, it's fairly deep, I guess. Anyway, only 1 foot fell in, so not a big deal. But I guess we'll go. up or down? Yeah, we'll go up. So, made it to here. This is getting way steeper than I feel like doing in the snow. Almost need an ice axe for it because you don't sink in very far, so it's hard not to slide down. Anyway, I see there's my tracks down there. So instead, seeing this, looks a little cliffy, but I think we can do it easy enough. I'd much rather do this than that. So, yeah, no, it's going well. Aside from that one sinking into a hole instant down there. So everything's going good. I also broke my stick. By that I mean this guy, which is unfortunate because I've been carrying this thing from the bottom and just kind of using it like an ice axe, just digging into the snow to climb. But it'd be broken now. Oh well, what can you do? When I get back to the bottom, I'll have to find another. Anyway, we're gonna keep. So pretty steep climb. Made it up here. So it was a bit of work for sure. There's obviously no trails up this high. That mountain, yeah, that's too far away. That is not going to happen. But I still do want to get to the top of this one, which is looking more difficult now because, yeah, there's a cliff. So maybe I can go up the cliff over there. Maybe I can go up right there. Also, maybe that looks a little worse. Yeah, I don't know. Basically. I might side hill across here and head over to that side, but this is awfully steep and yeah, I don't fancy sliding down it. I don't think that'd be too enjoyable. Other option, I suppose, is there's going to be a ridge in front of the drop off there, and you can walk across the ridge, but then that's not really ideal because you go on the wrong side of the ridge, and there's usually a pretty big gap between the cliff and the snow. Now we'll figure it out. So the outside way got too steep, but luckily inside here is actually pretty neat. And yeah, no, this works. Just traveling along just between the two here. So made the ridge we were trying to get to. That was interesting. I was hoping it'd be a little bit better on the side, and it is actually just, well, not. But it looks cool. Yeah, there is a peak up there, but getting there looks tricky, but at least not snowed in. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so here's the deal. I did actually make it up that section. Made it ways higher. Little interesting is not much to hold on to. But yeah, that's kind of it. I'm not. Maybe if there's more, if I was here with somebody else, it wasn't just me, I'd give that a go. But I'm good. So instead, gonna climb on back down this. Yeah, maybe just head up the ridge there a little bit. Yeah, see where we go from there. Maybe just get up on that little knob up there. That'd be neat. And then that'd also be definitely time to turn around and go back. Alrighty, well, I think this will do. Yeah, we made pretty good time. Covered a whole lot of ground. That was pretty sweet here. So one of those two is the peak. I'm not sure which one. So that one there or the one to the right. I'll check the map later. Either way, looks pretty darn steep. And this late in the day by myself, yeah, I'm good. So looking to the right though, pretty awesome view. The snow's still sticking around, unfortunately. Kinda hate this time of year. Wish it would just hurry up and disappear. I like when there's lots of snow, and I like when there's no snow. Not a fan of the in between. Anyway, we'll just chill here for a minute and head back down. I'm thinking maybe just head down this. It looks like a straight, like really steep, but it looks like a nice chute right to the bottom, and then I can just take that the whole way instead of having to navigate all this stuff again, because that was less enjoyable than it could be. I don't know, that does look pretty steep though. And we'll see. So while I was chilling here, I was kind of trying to figure out where I actually am because haven't come up this area too much. So just figuring out where I've been up here. So actually not too many of these. I climbed that one right there. Unfortunately, it was very stormy, and as is often the case, I didn't get much of a view, but that's okay. That one straight ahead there I've climbed several times. Then there's the ridge. Then there's that little trail there, and then the one on the right side there also climbed. And I haven't really climbed any of those ones in between. They're all fairly small. And there are a lot of flies up here. That is annoying. Anyway, kind of neat. It's, as many mountains as I've climbed around here is crazy how many more there are still. Anyway, so I'm thinking, actually, which is never a good sign, I'm thinking if I head down that way, that should actually meet up with the pathway at some point. I'm pretty sure. So I think if I go around to the right, and then hang left, I should eventually run into the pathway. Or I'll eventually hit the highway and have to walk all the way back to my bike, one way or the other. I don't really feel like going down the side. Looks it's too much work getting up here, and it's going to be too much work going down. I'm not sure why I think this side's going to be any easier, but I think it may be, so we'll probably give that. So, I don't know how far down this drainage I should go. Also, way faster going down than going up, because it just kind of slides. Yeah, so not sure how far down this drainage I should go before trying to cut left. Hopefully there is a way to cut left. But, pretty much just standing here, so we're definitely making way better time going down than going up. Actually pretty fun. Anyway, I'm not sure what these tracks here are. I don't know if that's just the way the snow formed. I guess it must be. I thought for a little bit there that they're from sleds, but I don't think so, because I don't see sleds doing like even runs like this. I also don't see how they would get here, what route they'd even take. So it must just be some natural thing. Anyway, I'm imagining I probably shouldn't go too much slower before trying to go. Well, going over that would be so much work. Well, we'll see. Maybe I can just go around the end of it. Yeah, we'll go for that. Well, so far this started way up there. So far this route is much nicer. It's all just boulder fields. And hopping across boulder fields might be one of my favorite activities. I don't know, something weirdly enjoyable about it. But anyway, so no idea if we're going the right way here. According to my super accurate sense of direction, which is being sarcastic, I'm pretty sure we are, or at least close to. Yeah, I guess we'll see shortly. Well, this route's getting rather steep. That's probably why the trail doesn't come this way. Took a little tumble down there, not too bad, just enough to nail the leg a little bit, but it will be fine. So, we are, well, the lake's that way, so we can't be going that way, so we're going to start going west. So, been hiking for a while here. I imagine we're getting close to something. If not the trail, then maybe the road. It's yeah, it's a lot slower going through this than on the trail, but I would think we got to be getting somewhere pretty quick. So remember on the road crossing over a decent creek, and this one doesn't look very big here, but there's lots of branches that across this whole area here, so I imagine it probably conglomerates into one big one, and that's probably what we crossed. So I found an old mining road, which I figure probably puts me on the right track here, because I imagine that should lead back. And then there's this pipe, a big pipe. Probably related to that big hole right there. A couple cans. Yeah, I wonder what that's about. Wonder if there's anything else cool over here. Well, not so far. Oh, this is something. This is all open. Oh, there's another big hole. Well, all these look like piles from the mine, I would assume. Oh yeah, totally. Well, it's pretty cool. Obviously a mine here at some point. Anyway, I see our road right there, so I'm gonna head down to that.